Hey, we know it's been a rough week down here in Pickens for all you Dragons fans. We hope you got your power back on. Things are starting to get back to normal. Tough week with the hurricane, no school. I was concerned RJ would not have enough power to get a shower, but yeah, you seem okay. All right, so we're all here. We're good. We have power, and it is time for Team FYN Sports presents Pickens Power Half Hour Dragon Talk. This is our new home for the Dragons. It's our Thursday night pizza party from Johnny's New York Style Pizza right here in Jasper. We also want to thank Pepsi and all of our sponsors. Dragons head coach Chris Parker is here with us tonight. Now, there's something, and I'm going to say how long, Coach, it takes you to figure this one out. First of all, for you out there, I was at the game.
Yeah, you were at the game.
I was at the game. RJ, after the first quarter, told me I couldn't come back.
Yeah, he thought.
Yeah, RJ said, you can't come back.
You're bad luck. You're
Yeah,
bad luck.
so I'm glad you pulled it off because it was going to be my last game.
Well, you're welcome back. RJ doesn't make those.
Yeah, but he was making the call, all right? But there's a line tonight I'm going to use with you, Coach, and then you got to tell me if you remember where this comes from in the game. All right, a little test.
Did I say this?
Yeah. Okay, you said
Is this
right.
PG rate?
Yeah, it's PG rated, Coach.
Oh.
I'm here with head coach Chris Parker and also defensive coordinator Michael Parker. RJ, introduce our two guests here tonight.
We've got center senior Matt Bradley and senior quarterback Jacob Brumby.
Dragons are on a 2-1 as they head into their last. They're 2-1 as they head into their last non-conference game before region play. Dragons fans watched a 42-35 win over the North Hall Trojans. We're going to start right out of the box with that. We have to go to the end of the game and play it back. Defensive coordinator, talk about the conditioning. What did you see? The preseason, the strength, getting stronger, your defense, because North Hall was pushing down the field in that last drive. 4th and 4 and stopped them. So talk about that last drive.
Well, we knew it was going to be that they were just going to try to hold the ball and they were going to try to score at the end. Maybe go for 2, end it all right there type thing. And so we talked to the kids about it. We felt like we were in control of it. We forced them into 4th down twice. They got it. So our biggest goal all the time is we preach to kids we got to win. There's certain downs you got to win. You got to win 3rd downs. You got to win 4th downs. And on that drive, they got us twice. We stopped them on 3rd down twice. We got them to a 4th down. They converted. And, we get down to that very end. It's 1st and goal, we stop them. 2nd goal, stop them. 3rd goal, stop them. 4th and call timeout. We get all the kids over with us. They look, ball's on the 5. They're probably going to throw it. Everybody, this is your assignment. This is what everybody's got to do. And, we executed pretty well. We had it covered. We felt like we had it covered pretty well. The guy threw it long, and as soon as he threw it, you could tell it was going out the back of the end zone, so we felt good.
I don't know. I haven't watched the film back. I do have the picture. I actually was in a position. I don't know if you see the picture I sent you. And realistically, the quarterback did his job because he was supposed to find the corner, right. And I don't know who the Dragon was, but you jammed somebody up at the line.
Right.
And the quarterback didn't overthrow him. The receiver didn't get to it. You guys jammed him up, so I don't know who that was.
It was Michael Burrow was the corner.
Was he? Okay.
And if you, I don't know, I didn't see this picture, but I see it, and you can kind of see he's in good position. He's in front of the guy going deep, and he's right on kind of the guy that runs short.
Yeah,
so
he jams him up.
Both.
I mean, the ball falls in the corner. Would you agree, Coach?
Yeah, that was good coverage.
Yeah, the ball falls, and you guys jam him up. So, Coach, let's talk about the stat last week versus this week.
Right.
Which one is it?
Well, 4th downs, I'd say.
Exactly. Exactly.
We converted 5 of 7. Week 4 missed 3. I think over 3 the week before. So yeah, anytime you convert 3rd and 4th downs, better. You got a better chance of winning. But and I thought Friday was probably as good a job as we've ever done offensively of converting 3rd and 4th and longs. Most of those 3rd downs or 4th downs may have been 4th and 9, and we kind of had to go for it because where we were in the game. And Jacob did a good job. O-line did a good job. Pass pro. We found a good receiver, stuck it in, made a catch. We did some really good things on 3rd and 4th down Friday, a week after doing something terrible on 3rd and 4th down. So,
that's what I was going to say. I was looking at this week, your 3rd and 4th down conversions compared just to the last week. And last week we talked about that one stat, and usually a game doesn't come down to one stat. But this week, You have 537 total yards on the game. Had a big game. I'm still trying to figure out if I'm actually saying 340 yards. Congratulations, man.
School record right there.
340 yards in the air. I mean, it was an air show.
Yeah. How about that?
And you looked over at me a couple times just to make
you
sure
know
I was
we had that in this
watching, right? But, 5 for 7. Now, are you sure about that, Coach? Are you sure about that?
What, that it was 5
Are you
or
sure
7?
about that?
That it was 5 or 7?
Yeah, are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
You don't remember that line?
I remember saying something about the 4th downs, yeah. But what
No,
I say?
at the game.
Oh,
Are
at
you
the game?
sure about that?
Is that what I said to you?
No,
the
it was a
ref.
guy.
Oh, the ref? That's the best thing I said to the
I
ref.
couldn't go 30 minutes without
Yeah.
that. You can, and we got the video, Coach.
Oh, I wouldn't say anything like that to a ref.
Yeah, you sure about that? Right, RJ? Okay.
We'll be sure to play the clip when we go to break.
There you go. That'd be a good one.
We got the clip, Coach. Are you sure about that? That's
I'm
gonna be
just
my.
glad that's all I said.
No, you didn't say anything mean. You just kept asking if you were sure about that. Before we go any further, we want to highlight the Team FYN Sports Writer Player of the Week, Zach Goss Jr., and we want to thank all of our sponsors for our Player of the Week. Tell us, RJ, why. I mean, I looked at the stats. I could probably say it, but you're the guy that picked him out. Tell us why you picked him for the Player of the Week.
I could have gone either way. I think I could have gone both Jacob and Zach. I chose Zach. He tied school records. What was catches and touchdowns for a game. He had 10 catches for 180 yards and 4 touchdowns. Big part of the reason why they were able to come back and beat North Hall, a very game North Hall last week, and that's why I chose him.
Jacob, again, congratulations, 340 yards in the air, school record. If it's a school record, that was your biggest night, right? That was your record.
Absolutely.
Tell me about how's it feel? I mean, I tell you what, the maturity of you being back there, I want to thank you for getting the opportunity to watch you guys operate Friday night. And at no time did you guys ever look like we're down and we're out. There's down and there's down and out. Talk about that night.
Well, I'm gonna say this first because I had to say for my brother. You know, I did break his record, and I did rub it in his face for a good, probably a good solid hour and a half. But
I'm glad to have the opportunity to give you the platform to do that. So carry on.
But it was a solid night. Everybody looks at me, but O-line did good. Receivers got open.
We did have 38.
Yeah.
We had 38 passes, I think,
Right.
and no sacks.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
I mean, I thought that they held on
O-line
to.
performed
O-line did a
awesome.
good job. Jacob found the right guys. Yeah.
So offensively, we performed pretty well.
When you have a record night and you have 340 yards, and I know when it came to rushing, you also had 73 yards. You guys had 197 yards rushing. So when you have a 500 and some yard total night, all the parts are clicking on that side of the ball.
Right. It takes everybody. It takes the offensive line first, really, the offensive line, and the quarterback making the right decisions, and then guys finishing plays. The running backs and receivers have to finish those plays when the offensive line blocks and the quarterback makes the right decision. It takes all those things to make something happen, and it's it's pretty difficult actually. That's why sometimes when a team looks bad, you got to figure these guys practiced all year to look that bad. I mean, like we've been practicing and we look bad sometimes. So it's hard to actually execute that many plays in a row. I was proud of the boys on offense. We threw an interception on the first play, offensive.
Got it out of the way.
We gave up a touchdown.
Yeah, get it out of the way.
We came out, we threw an interception, and we gave up another touchdown. I mean, it's 14-0 like that. And I think with so many young guys, these guys and one more young man, Josh Kane, are the only ones that start as seniors. And so many young kids out there, a lot of times that's the negative of playing those young guys, no matter how talented they are. If they're young, they get behind, they start panicking, they start acting. And I did think the guys did an excellent job of just, it couldn't have gotten any worse for them. The first play was as bad as it could get. And then we just kind of rally, regroup, play the next play. We got down 3 different times by 14, and all 3 times came back and scored to make
Right.
it, 3 times, 14-0, 21-7, and 28-14. Had to come back and score to make it a closer game. So I've been on some teams where we probably weren't mature enough to make those pushes offensively. So I was proud of Jacob, Matt, being leaders on the offense, and then the other guys kind of following suit and making stuff happen.
Well, I have to say Michael because I can't say Coach Clark. Let's talk about what halftime adjustments you made, because North Hall, they saw something on your defense. I mean, they came ready to roll, and they saw something on the defense, and they scored out of their 35. They scored their 28 in that first half. But then that second half, you guys' defense, what did you guys adjust or look at? Because you gave up 7 in that fourth quarter, but you really did a good time. You shut down the third quarter.
Well, I wish I could tell you we did some magic halftime adjustments, but we didn't. Wing tee's one of the things, it's hard to play. It's hard to get good reps in practice against. And playing a lot of young kids, we only played one senior. And we played a lot of kids who never played before. And that stuff, if you get your eyes in the backfield, you get fooled by a lot of stuff. And so the game's just moving real fast for a lot of them. It hadn't slowed down really yet. And the people that are supposed to be reading the linemen were looking in the backfield, and so motion goes one way, they're running with it, and they're running counter back. And so once we got everybody settled down, and we could show them the video and show them what they were doing wrong, and show them what they were supposed to be doing, and once we got them, once we kind of settled down, we just kind of started getting better at it. It wasn't nothing magic happening. We didn't tell them anything at halftime. We just kind of got the kids settled down and doing what we were trying to get them doing practice all week.
And I think it's this team right here where we've talked that this year, not to say anything negative in years gone past, but these guys want to. They want to play.
It's a good group of kids.
Yeah.
And the coaches. I thought our defense coach did a great job of being consistent. It's easy to get frustrated when
Exactly.
the team goes straight down the field and then goes straight down the field again and go. And we're talking to the offense about not worrying about that and just playing. But sometimes even as an adult, it's easy to get frustrated. And I thought our coaches did an excellent job of just showing the guys, going to the tent, showing them what we're doing wrong, going out there and doing it again. And it took about 4 or 5 drives probably before it sank in. But, we just got to continuously get better. And, we got some really good guys on defense. Coach Wigg, Coach Nelson, Michael, all these guys have been coaching a long time. They just hung in there with them instead of yelling or screaming at them or telling them how bad they were, but just kind of coaching and teaching and learning and getting better. And when you got a team like we got now, that's how it's going to be.
Well, if your sideline doesn't look like you're out of the game, then the guys out on the
Right.
field don't
That's right.
go get that feel off of it. Let me just say here, like RJ said earlier, Zach Goss, 10 receptions, 180 yards, 4 touchdowns. Way to go. Let's give a little bit of shout out to the defense we've been talking about. Hunter Herman, 17 total tackles, 12 solo, 5 assists. Jay Jones, 11 total tackles, 5 solo, 6 assists. Trevor Hawkins, 10 tackles, 7 solos, 3 assists. And down here we've got TC Jarrett, 5 total, 4 solo, 1 assist, 1 tackle, 4 loss. So I'm your host, BKP. You're watching Pickens Power Half-Hour Dragon Talk. We're at Johnny's New York Style Pizza here in Jasper, and we want to thank them and Pepsi for the drinks. We're going to take a brief break, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to talk about another home game. Dragons fans, you have another home game, but you got a matchup coming against North Forsyth this Friday night. We're going to talk about that with the coaches and the players as soon as we return.
Circuit World, brand name merchandise at unbelievably low prices. Furniture, appliances, and electronics. Circuit World is locally owned and operated, serving the tri-state area. Circuit World has highly trained professionals to help. Visit your hometown Circuit World today. 3 locations in Georgia, Ellijay, Blue Ridge, and Blairsville, Franklin, and Murphy, North Carolina. No credit checks, so let Circuit World deliver to you today.
Days Chevrolet in Jasper is dropping the hammer. Over $11,000 off MSRP on new Silverados. Just look what we've done to the price on this new LT Crew Cab. Save over $11,000 and pay just $32,500. And Days Chevy is dropping the hammer in a big way on all new Chevy Malibus. Save over $6,500 and pay just $17,900. The savings are real and they're big at Days Chevrolet in Jasper.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there. All I do is win.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Jacob Bryant. We're up here at Schottenkirk Ford. Just want to let you know we'll be putting on a concert September 16th right here in Jasper, Georgia. Also want to give a big shout out to my boy Billy for selling me this new Ford F-150 FX4, man. Thank you so much. And also, since I'm here, I might as well do a little promotion for them there. Every new truck, you get a brand new Summit Viper deer stand if you're an outdoorsman like me. So maybe show them the deer stand just to prove to them we're not telling them a fib here. So there you go, guys. Come see us September 16th. We love you. Take care.
And we're back. I'm your host, BKP, and we're at Johnny's New York Style Pizza here in Jasper. We want to thank them for the meal and the location. They provide pizza. We have empty plates, sorry. And also we want to thank Pepsi for the drinks. It says Team FYN Sports, and you're watching Pickens Power Half Hour Dragon Talk. You know, sometimes I forget where I'm at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's tough.
It is. So, RJ, we have Coach Chris Parker with us tonight, head coach, and we have defensive coordinator Michael Parker with us. Who are our guests we have with us, RJ, if they just tuned in?
Senior offensive lineman Matt Bradley and senior quarterback Jacob Brumby.
Matt, before we get into the upcoming contest this Friday night and RJ's coach's question of the week, offensive line. Talk about the unit, because every part had to work to turn out 500. Now, young game 3 played a good team. North Hall's a good football team, and you know, at first they were really coming after you guys. So, how do you, when you put 500 yards plus in offense, talk about that offensive line, how you guys are coming together, getting ready for region play.
We're just coming out, practicing every day, and Coach Maxwell, he's always working us, coming up with some crazy drill every day, and I mean, they're working.
So you got a good offensive line coach core, and everybody's working, and because that line, I mean, you're just not throwing 300 and some yards and almost 200 yards rushing if you guys aren't coming together. A real tight unit. You guys like really tight, hanging out together and stuff like that in the locker room.
Yes, sir. Well, every Friday morning we go out and have a breakfast together, and we just all hang out together.
No offensive line nickname yet?
We're the Boars.
The what?
The Boars.
Okay, good to make sure. I know offensive line. Look, I've been around. I know the offensive line has a nickname, right, Coach? I had to get it out there. All right. It's time for, we're going to have graphics next week. We need it spinning around like Wayne's World,
fireworks, everything.
Right? Wayne's World. Yeah. It's time for RJ's Coach's Question of the Week. RJ, I was at the game, so I don't want no soft, powder puff question. I want a real tough question. Go ahead.
Okay, Coach, you had coming off a tough, hard-fought game last week. This week, due to the hurricanes and storms and stuff, you're going to have a short week. You finally got to practice yesterday and today. What can you expect from the kids tomorrow night?
All we can expect from them is a great effort and have a good attitude. You know, that's all we can ever expect from them. It's not their fault that we didn't practice. And you know, North Forsyth was off last week, so North Forsyth been practicing for us last week, and they went to school this week some, and we didn't. So they've had a ton more practice than we have. They got about 3,200 kids. I know some of your mountain friends are so worried about enrollments. They got 3,200 kids at North Forsyth High School.
Why are they my mountain friends?
And we got 13 something. You know, so you know they got a lot of advantages over us. We're not going. We told the guys this. We're not even lying about it. But they're going to get great attitude and a great effort from us. And last year we were in a couple plays away from beating them, and we're going to try to compete tomorrow and give ourselves a chance to win. But we would be lying if we didn't say it was a different week this week. I don't know that I've ever been a part of a thing. I know I've never coached in a game where we didn't go to school all week. And I doubt I've ever coached in a game where we only practiced 2 days. But that's what we did. In the 2 days, we just kind of got everybody together like a rec team. You know, we just kind of met up and practiced a little bit. So we haven't really, we're not as prepared as we normally are, no doubt. But we're not going to make an excuse. You know, like I told the guys today, we had every opportunity in the world to say, look, let's just not play this game, you know. But we're not like that. You know, we're going to compete. If North Forsyth wants to play and our superintendent going to allow us to play, we're going out there and playing. We're going to give them the best effort we can give them. And so all we expect, to answer your question, what we expect from the players is to have a great attitude and to give the best effort they can give. And if they do that, usually you look up at the scoreboard and somewhere along the game you got a chance to win. And that's what, you know, that's
play
what
the game.
Yeah, let it play.
They just play the game, and when you get back in the locker room at the end of the night, feel good that
that's
you played
right.
the game.
And I'll be disappointed if we don't. You know, play.
North Forsyth's coming to town. North Forsyth is a 7A team, Region 5. North Forsyth is 2-1 on the season. They have a loss to Sequoia, 30-28, and then they turn around. They beat Johns Creek 28-6, Loganville 24-17. Tell us a little bit about this team, though, Coach. I mean,
they're big.
That's a little bit about them.
They're big. You'll see tomorrow. They're big. They're physical. They look like a bigger school. You know, we worked for years at Sequoia when it was a bigger school and there was no River Ridge and Creekview and all that then. So we were in what's now 7A. When I was the head coach at Chapel Hill, we were in what's now 7A. So like I got a decent idea of what that football looks like, and they look like a 7A football team. They got, you know, they're pretty good everywhere. They're decent on, you know, special teams. They got a lot of specialists. They got guys that can just run down on kickoff. You know, just like a big school, and they're able to play a lot, probably more kids than we are. They're able to play a lot bigger kids than we are. Like, you know, our defense is one of our problems is we're just not real big, and the reason we're not real big is because we got to play the kids that live here. You know, we don't have a choice of who goes to our school. So when the more people you put in that school, the more likely you're going to have some bigger kids. You're going to play more seniors. You're going to play more older kids. So it's just a typical big school versus smaller school kind of game. But, you know, we played against Pepperell, and Pepperell's a smaller school than us, and they won. So I'm not trying to play it like we're some poor us. We're trying to win tomorrow. I'm just telling you that they are a team that looks like a 7A team. They look like a team from Forsyth or Gwinnett or Cobb or Cherokee, or they just look like one of those teams. And all those teams have a different look than the teams we play in our region. So I expect it to be a tough game, but I expect us to have a chance to compete to win.
Folks, if you're hearing a little noise in the background, we are that is welcome noise. We're watching here at Johnny's New York Style Pizza about 7 or 8 power trucks in a row pull in, and these guys and men and women on these trucks, we want to give a shout out to them. These linemen, they have worked nonstop trying to restore power all through Florida, all through Georgia, and especially in this area where we're at now. So that's a welcome sight watching all
yeah,
those.
That's great, man. We still got thousands of people in Pickens County.
Yeah, we still have thousands.
We don't want to. We're not playing. We want to. We talked to guys today about representing those people and playing hard because it's a chance to play tomorrow. It's not the most important thing. It's just a chance to play. And
it's a community unifying thing. I mean, I guess you could say we're not playing because there's no school, but as far as something, after the week the community's had, there's need for high school football Friday night to, I guess, take your mind off.
Cause any kind of distraction to help people with that, or if we can help them in any way. We got 120 boys. If somebody needs some yard work, something, maybe we can send some of them.
Whoa, okay, we need to move along.
I didn't say any coaches. I just said no. But we do want to help. I mean, I look, while we're at this, real quick, we do have a lot of people up and near where RJ lived that had a long week, and we are thinking about them and want to help any way we can. I mean, cancel school 5 days in a row, tough thing to do. So it's bad in some spots. So
yes, it is. Coach Michael, the offense that you're going to see Friday night. Tell us a little bit about what you're seeing on film. What kind of adjustments from last week from North Hall going to this size of a team, because they're big.
They are. But the offense is totally different. They're a spread team. They're gonna put 3-4 wide receivers out there every play. They like to throw the ball. They've got a very big offensive line and some very good running backs, and so they can put people in the box and run the ball on you too. They're really good. They have a kind of an advantage of, they can kind of do what they want to do. They've done a good job being able to dictate whether or not they want to be a run team or pass team against some of these people. And so, we've got to try to take some of that away from them. We've got to force them into some situations they're not comfortable with and get them into 3rd and longs and get them off the field and, find ways to create turns and get the ball back to the offense. I mean, there's no doubt that the strength of our team right now is the offense. And so we've got to keep them on the field as much as we can and try to get them the ball as many times as we can.
Hey guys, short week. Tell us about how's the whole team feel? How do you guys feel? Only basically going to have 1 day of practice under your belt going up. They're big. I don't know if you heard this yet.
Oh, yeah,
they're big. They're big. How are you guys feeling about it? Did you get some chance to at least look at some film and study them? And how do you feel about tomorrow night? Both of you, have at it.
I mean, it's going to be tough, but I think we're going to be able to pull together, and I think it'll be a close game. We'll at least give them a run for their money. We have the whole huddle thing, so we get to watch film on our own time. We haven't had a lot of practice time to watch film as a team, but I mean, on our own time we watch it.
And going with film, Coach Parker does a great job of putting out a lot of games that we can watch and study exactly what we need to do and stuff like that. But the main thing is really just focus. Like you said, we have a short week. It's really just getting on a routine and do what we can do.
Well, guys, we wish you well. I'm going to be on the sideline again. I can't wait to watch you play again tomorrow night and be there. Before we leave, now what is this young lady's name? Who are we looking for?
Ellie, you want to come on?
Ellie, come on over here. Now, be careful of these cords, like I told you. You guys, come on over, both of you.
Yeah, we got a guest today. We brought the whole family. Come over here. Since we didn't have school, I was having a babysit.
Watch these cords over here. Come on over here.
You'll look at the camera.
We got cousins. Go over there.
Yeah. This is my little nephew, Ryan. Ellie, you say hey? You can say
hey.
Yeah.
Now, we have one question for you. Did you come tonight because you heard there was pizza? No.
No. Why did you come here?
Because I wanted to be with Daddy.
Why did you come?
Did I tell him for the? And why do you come for the pizza?
Yeah.
Folks, I'm your host, BKP. You've been watching Pickens Power Half Hour Dragon Talk presented by Team FYN Sports, and we're at Johnny's New York Style Pizza. We want to thank Pepsi and all of our sponsors We want to remind you this is Quad A Region 6 football. This will be the last non-conference game of 2017. It will be at the Pickens Dragons over here. You're home. You'll be home this Friday night. Kickoff 7:30. Just a reminder: Quad A Region 6 football is Ridgeland, Heritage, Lafayette, Southeast Whitfield County, Northwest Whitfield County, and Gilmer County. Many of you have been following us for several years on Twitter at Fetcher News. We want to invite you to find our Team FYN Sports page on Facebook. Team FYN Sports page on Facebook, and also follow us on Friday nights for live tweets. We had a Twitter beef last week. Yeah, and I couldn't keep up with you. Okay, so follow us at Team FYN Sports, and the clips you were that you were watching when we went to break. Coach Parker, are you sure? And the one when we came back is the opening of the third quarter touchdown pass. Is that it, Richie? Is that what that was? That clip?
Yeah, from Zach Goss.
Yeah. So, hey, tomorrow night, Pickens Power half hour, Dragons Talk will be over at the field 7:30. Come and support this team. It's been a tough week, not a lot of practice, but you know what? We're not going to complain because we know a lot of you out there are going through a lot more. So, hey, we'll see you tomorrow night, right, Coach?
That's right. Looking forward to it.
Out.